Y'all, I am so exhausted and tired of Michelle. This woman in these white tears will use anything, any excuse to validate and not take accountability for why her marriage did not work. Now, we're going to get into all things married at first sight, a couples retreat with no couples, surprise visits. Let's get into it off from a therapist perspective. Now, coming across with this episode, we knew the retreat was coming. Okay, but we start off with Dr. Pia having a conversation with Ike and Emem. I'm not really going to do the whole Carla and Juan thing because Juan is checked out, okay? The tarot didn't work. The tantric didn't work because he ain't feeling her. He not interested. So we going to skip on over, okay? Now, this conversation was so maddening. Okay, because why? I felt pissed off for so many reasons. One of those things was, why is Dr. Pia still meeting with them as a couple? There's no coupledom. There's no marriage. There's no nothing here going on. So I was just like, why are we doing this? Oh yeah, we're on a TV show. We need the scene and scene. So guys, you mean you still haven't talked to him since he came back? And it almost felt like Dr. Pia was blaming Emem for the reason why she hadn't talked to him. I'm like, you do know that this man has chosen to not communicate with her. He chose to leave. He has said over and over again, his actions have shown us, if his words don't say it, the actions do. He is not interested. Yet we still have to, well, why do you think it is? Are you sure you haven't communicated with him? And then so he walks in. Okay. And he does not address his wife. He speaks to Dr. Pia and he says how I was going to speak to her, but then you interrupted that. It ain't no thing. You making a big deal more than what it is. Okay. But these two, they were done from the beginning. And I hate to see the experts putting her in a situation again where she has to be in proximity to him. But at the same time, she also says, I am still a wife and I'm still going to move like a wife. And even after he openly says, I don't want to do this anymore, I want a divorce, it's still I still want to try. And that to me goes back to the self-worth. And it takes away from me blaming the experts because you are actively choosing to stay and work on something that has no substance. To stay with a man who has no interest in you, who tells you he doesn't have interest in you, but yet there's still something that's like, he just has his walls up. He's just going through some stuff. Yeah, that stuff is called trauma. Okay. Now, if he wanted to have it his way, he should have went to Burger King. Okay. Where you can have it your way. But on this show, you're supposed to show up as someone wanting a marriage, wanting to make things work. But he is a person who has so many complex layers of trauma that he has not worked through, that he is bringing into the relationship. And you're not going to like this, but I'm going to keep it real. Okay. You also have a woman who's focused on having a husband. Okay. A woman who wants to be married to be a wife and have a husband that no matter the red flags, the atomic bombs, the nuclear bombs that we have seen, I still want to be a wife. That's still my husband. Well, he never showed husband material. But we are so caught up in the title of being a wife. What we see on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, these, the magical thinking of what a relationship is going to look like, because I saw it on Instagram. I saw it on TikTok. I see how they be doing it. I see how he bring her flowers. Y'all see the setup. Okay? Y'all see the setup. Oh, babe, we going to shoot today. This is what we going to shoot. We going to pretend like you walking in and I'm surprised that you got me 4 dozen roses. Even though I moved them in places so that the camera could see them all. But we're going to live it up like we're not in debt. Like we go to Dubai. We're going to go to Dubai. We're going to go to the Caribbean. We're going to put it all on credit. And we're in lots of credit card debt. But you know what? We got to keep up that lifestyle because it's people like Emem who see that and equate, oh, I want that. I need that in my life. And no matter what, I got to have it because of FOMO, because I should have it. The world tells me that's all there is to life of being a woman is being a mom and a wife. That all my career endeavors get pushed aside because I'm not a wife. So I'm willing to bypass him saying over and over again, showing me, I don't know what to do, guys, because I'm like, everything this man does and shows you. And then when they walk out, hey, you want to go across the street and play some video games? What? Hell no. After you continue to embarrass me, but then again, is she embarrassing herself? Do I want to play video games? And then she walks off arm in arm with him. I'm just like, I can't no more. I can't, because you see him do things, say things, only for what? To say he doesn't really know what he wants. One minute he's upset and then he's saying he wants to go play some games across the street. That shows that there's still something there. It's called madness. Okay, what's there is madness, and you want to be a part of the madness. Okay, so then we move on to, David and Madison. We're gonna get to the cabin, y'all. Let me clear my throat right quick. I am so tired of Michelle and her white tears, the weaponizing, the woe is me, my bags have been packed for several weeks, but I just can't leave because I don't have nothing yet. And do I think what David did was wrong? Yes, you are married, but at the same time, this woman on camera has admitted. I checked out after the altar. When she found out that he lived in a basement at his parents' house, she was done. Because of her trauma, according to her, he reminds her of poverty. He reminds her of what she tried to grow up out of and doesn't want to return to. Or is it the infidelity that triggers her? Okay? Or is it his hair that triggers her? Okay? I don't know what it is because it's always something. Anything to prove to you guys why he's trash and why I chose not to work on my marriage. Okay? And David gets to a point where, you know what? Let's talk about it. You're not giving me what I want. You never have. You're not interested. So yeah, Tiffany was the one I was texting. I just wasn't getting nothing from you. You're not interested. Well, David, still, what you did was unforgivable. What you did really just put a stain in my eyes about you. And she does talk to Emem about feeling like, maybe it's Madison. And I'm like, oh, you know something now. And then she, pussy pops and, takes it back and is like, I really don't want to put that on her. So maybe it's really not. But there was never a marriage. There was never anything there. And so after 8 weeks, well, not 8 weeks, I would say probably at this point, were they 2 weeks away? So 4 weeks. What do I do as a man in this experiment? Okay, because y'all love to come in my comments and say, I'm tired of therapists giving bad advice. This is a motherfucking TV show, y'all. This ain't real life. You're not sitting on my couch. This is for entertainment, this show. And if you're looking for more of a therapist perspective than some of my commentary, there's plenty of videos out there on my channel. Okay. But looking at this situation, what can he really do? Now, was it right that he, to me, skedaddled over there to Madison, who loves to come in at 3 a.m., who, from Michelle, says that David also comes back from the gym at 3 a.m. What a coinkadink. That y'all both stay out. Michelle is creeping in, hoping that he don't wake up. He on the couch. Damn, did I hear something? I know I heard something. No, maybe it's just me. And goes right back to snoring. And I wonder how many nights have there been when she snuck in when he was asleep. And why is he on the couch? Oh yeah, because there's nothing there. She's not attracted to this man. And they try and have the scene where they go and try on clothes and they talk about his teeth. This is a man she would never walk down the street with and hold hands with. Never be seen with. Even during filming, she's never seen with him in public. She goes out to Velvet Taco, apartment 209. That's where she be at. Okay. But there's nothing there. And so as we progress, we see how they're trying to have conversations with, I think it was a Dr. P they had a conversation with. It was just like, this is not going anywhere. Madison is checked out. Alan, to me, unfortunately, is a man who's willing to give his all, his big toe. If it would mean that his wife was happy, if it meant that she would give in a little bit and show him some kind of affection, some love, he would give it all. And I think for the right woman who will appreciate that, that person is out there, but that person is not Madison. And still, I'm just like, why didn't y'all just match, Madison and David from the beginning? Allegedly, if y'all got this far in the video, they's married. Okay? Sorry for the spoiler. Allegedly, they're married. Okay? Allegedly, somebody else is also married already on this cast. Okay? But these people, like I have said in many videos, were not invested in the people. Okay? Now, Thomas and Camille, I feel like there's nothing going on there. They have to come up with some kind of drama to keep them part of filming, to say like, oh, okay, you guys are having issues with figuring out what you're going to do with your apartments afterwards. I do feel like at times Camille is wanting Thomas to take the lead more, but she's not really direct about that. She's alluding and kind of having these like little comments. And he continues to say, I will just follow your lead. I will ride with you. And I think she really wants him to take more control. And I think it's possible for that to happen. But I think she needs to be more direct. He is an individual who needs more direction. And for some women, they're okay with that. But other women feel like, I don't got time for that emotional labor. I don't got time for that. You need to be a man and know what you want and not follow after me. So let me know in the comments, when it comes to that, what do you think about, him not taking the lead on things and her wanting him to be more direct? But they really don't have any issues. They're fine. They're going to make it, y'all. So we get to the scene where Madison, I always get these M's mixed up. Michelle has her stuff already ready and she's dipping out. She has her nose up in the air. I'm not even going to look at you. I have my bags, and I'm getting on the elevator. I never knew you. And producers are like, we're confused, David. What's really going on? Y'all know what's going on. Y'all have the footage that's on the cutting room floor. Come on now. Don't be boo-boo the fool. You know what it is. We're confused, David. What's going on? Oh, yeah. We need to make this a scene because we need to get both of y'all in the hallway. So I need to go out there and act like I'm having a conversation with you so that when Michelle comes out, we get it all. All angles. All angles. That's what that was really about. So she dips out and he's just like, you know what? Yeah. Tiffany, we were texting. I just wasn't getting what I needed from my relationship. She wasn't really that into me. If y'all confused, I will say it again, the same story. Keyword story. And then we start to get to the couples retreat. And how do you have a couples retreat with no couples? I guess we couldn't cancel the cabin because we still have a show to film. So, Michelle and Emem ride together. They're having conversations about who they think is going to show up, what's really going to happen. They get there. Madison and Alan got there. Poor Alan. Looking at this bathtub, it would be nice if we were further along in our relationship, Madison. We could always wear bathing suits. Damn, man. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. I was like, damn. And then we have, Emem, Michelle, Alan and Madison there in this awkward situation. And I feel like, notice how Madison has a very awkward laugh when she's uncomfortable. When she's in the premises or around Michelle, she gets this very awkward laugh, y'all. She doesn't do well under pressure. She's like, please don't ask me questions. Please leave me alone. Okay? I'm not a good liar. Your husband not, and I'm not either. And so they all take shots. And what do you know? David arrives. David's like, I came to get my check just like y'all did. Okay? I need them coins to move on with my life. And that's what we're going to do. Okay? They all take shots. And it's interesting looking at if you haven't been paying attention, but on the previews for the future, you see Alan kicking a cabinet. And those same cabinets match the cabin. Okay, so I think things start to come on the air about Madison and David. He gets frustrated and he kicks the cabinet door. Is what I'm thinking happens when you connect and pay attention to details like I do. But he walks in. Of course, Michelle gives him the fake hug. I know you were coming. And blah, blah, blah. I'm not really that interested in you, but you're here. And I'm just going to pout here and be like a little child and not communicate effectively because I'm still mad. I'm still hurt. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make you look like a bad person. I don't care that you are coming clean with everyone else. You lied to me for 7 days. And I'm holding on to it. And no one's going to do anything about it. And scene. So they're all coming together. Camille and Thomas finally show up after David's like, yeah, I came. My marriage is like not really going nowhere. But I'm here to collect the check. And so then they start to have dinner together. And of course, they're all starting to talk about the situation between Michelle and David. And I want y'all to notice something if y'all did not notice. Every single time that David and Michelle have some kind of argument going on, who do they pan to? Who do they pan to? Madison. Every time. I was like, y'all gotta stop. We get it. Well, those of us who are paying attention to the details and reading the blogs and following a Married at First Sight superfan, yeah, we see it. I was like, okay, y'all, like every scene, are y'all really just gonna pan to her face? Like we see that she has this awkward laugh. She can't handle really the pressure. She's trying to keep the secret that her and David are an item and have been conversating. But do y'all have to pan to her face every time? And so they're going back and forth at the table. David's I think for me, finally living in his truth and, come to terms with, you know what, I'm going to do me. I'm going to have some drinks. I came to, get my check. And we're not having really any relationship. There hasn't been a relationship. She really don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with her. And it is what it is. Okay? Past A1. But no. Michelle's like, oh, no, buddy. Oh, no. You really think you're going to sit here and live your truth at my table when you're married to me? No. Okay? I want y'all to know why he's living his truth and telling y'all this story. He only told it after I contacted Denise. Her thing is, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to use any chance I get to show you guys, don't trust him, do not like him because he did me wrong. But there's no accountability. There's no, well, how did I contribute to this? And y'all don't like me to say this, but women struggle to take accountability. A lot of people focus on men taking accountability, but not women. I wonder why. Okay, so they're, having this bickering thing back and forth at the table. They're zooming in on Madison's face. Alan is trying to, okay, saying that there's layers to this. He's so passive. You, my friend, cannot go up against David in a verbal, conversation. Not to mention, that's your wife, man. Okay, so you already lost. All right. Now we get to our friend Ike showing up unannounced. Now, does he come in for a drink? No. Does he come in to have a little bit of water cooler conversation, a little faking it a little bit, a little small talk? Oh no. I wonder how far this place is, to think that he drove all the way out there to give her that piece of paper. That shows how dumb he is. Okay? He drove all the way out there to serve her a paper, not papers, a piece of paper, and said, hey, sign this right here. I'm done. Sign it. No hello, no small talk. Nah, girl, I drove all the way out here for you to sign these papers. And she's like, where's the rest? It says 4 pages. Yeah, let me look at them. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. But just sign them. You really expect this woman to sign a piece of paper that you just brought, saying that these are divorce papers, annulment papers. Really, my friend? Really? But Ike wants what he wants. And he wants to get it. He doesn't care about how this affects other people. These are my needs. And I need you to sign these papers. And I feel like there's just this little boy who was not seen or heard, that is just stuck inside of there wanting to be loved. And instead of healing and working through those issues within himself, like other men, he is looking for that in here in a wife. And a lot of people go into marriages, relationships, trying to replace the thing that they didn't get from their parents through their partners. Trying to figure out, you know how to fix it? A woman will fix it. Yeah. All I need is love. Okay, her love is going to help me replace the love I didn't get from my parents. That little hurt person inside of me. Same with women. Y'all both can get over here. Equal opportunity. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a relationship with my father. I don't have a relationship with my mother. You know what? I need a relationship to distract me, to fulfill me, to make me codependent, and have all of my worth tied to that individual, tied to that relationship. And then when the relationship is over, y'all don't take time to really heal. Y'all just move and groove to the next person, become serial daters, not really realizing, hey, let me take some time to figure out what is going on with me, that these relationships are not successful. But, Ike wants what he wants. He's a child. He wants the paper signed, so in his eyes, he can go home and sleep peacefully for the first time in, 8 weeks at this point. He thinks all his problems are tied to this woman. That's a lot of people. I'm not the problem. She is. Okay? Look at her. Don't look at me. And I ain't looking at me. All right? But the cabinet's about to pop off. All right? It's all going to come out. And I'm just looking forward to all the awkward moments and laughs that Madison is going to provide, the situations. Michelle having her Nancy Drew cap on, Murder, She Wrote. Because she ain't got nothing else to do but try and snoop, put the pieces together, tell Alan. You think they got something going on? You think they got each other's number? And for Alan, it seems like it was never on his radar that there can be something there between those two. But I do think he's a little naivete to not see that something else must be going on. And your dream, buddy, your dream also said something was happening. And depending on what you believe, I believe in dream interpretation. And to me, the things that come up in your dreams, especially during REM sleep, are things from your conscious self that you have not worked through and processed will come into that subconscious. And you'll have dreams about it. To me, it's your brain and your subconscious telling you you need to work through these things. You need to figure it out. Some of y'all might think it was a premonition. I think it's really his subconscious, things that he's insecure and worried about, losing Madison to another man because he is not the most secure individual, is now coming up in his dreams. Okay? But I think that, we don't really have any couples. Juan is not interested. He never was. And the tarot person was right. He's very analytical. He, to me, is attracted to, the brain. He's not really a physical person. What are you bringing up here? And I think that's one of the reasons why him and Carla never really worked out. Carla really wants affection. She put up a wall when he already had his wall. Now we have 2 concrete walls that even the Kool-Aid man couldn't break through, okay? But these are just my thoughts on this episode. A couples retreat with no couples. Oh, we call that good reality TV, because when you bring so many people together who have relationship issues, who are on a TV show, who some of them feel like they have nothing to lose anymore, you get great drama. All right? But let me know your thoughts on this episode. Next week, chef's kiss. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that like, you subscribe, turn on the notification bells. February is going to be an amazing month for this channel. And I want you guys to stay tuned and be here throughout the month. Bye.